Hello everyone, now let us discuss about conjugation with glutathione and mercapturic acid formation. So what is glutathione? Glutathione is nothing but gamma glutamyl cystinyl glycine or GSH. It is a tripeptide with a strong nucleophilic character due to the presence of SH or thiol group in its structure. You can see it is a tripeptide, which is a combination of three molecules: glutamic acid, cysteine and glycine. Hence the name gamma glutamyl cystinyl glycine or GSH. It is a tripeptide with a strong nucleophilic character. The thiol group contributes to the nucleophilic character of GSH. Now, glutathione, because of its strong nucleophilic character, has a great affinity for electrophilic substrates, which are a number of which are potential toxic compounds. And it is also important to note that highly electrophilic metabolites have a tendency to react with tissue nucleophilic groups such as OH, NH and SH, and they result in toxicities such as tissue necrosis, carcinogenesis, mutagenesis and teratogenesis. Hence, glutathione acts as a protective device within the cell and it aids in the detoxification process. Now coming to glutathione conjugation. It differs from that of the other phase 2 conjugations in that the process does not require an initial activation of coenzyme or substrate because GSH itself is highly reactive. Because of its strong nucleophilic character, it is highly reactive towards an electrophilic substrate. Through nucleophilic sulfhydryl group of the cysteine residue, GSH reacts non-enzymatically and enzymatically through the enzyme glutathione S transferase. This is the enzyme which is responsible for glutathione conjugation, glutathione S transferase, with reactive electrophilic oxygen intermediates of certain drugs such as aromatic hydrocarbons formed during the oxidative biotransformation. And the enzyme which is responsible for glutathione conjugation, that is glutathione S transferase, they are located in the cytosol of liver, kidney, gut and other tissues. Now coming to the steps involved in the glutathione conjugation. First, the conjugation of GSH with drug molecule in the presence of glutathione S transferase enzyme to form a glutathione conjugate. This is the first step. The GSH reacts with the drug molecule in the presence of glutathione S transferase to form glutathione conjugate. The next step is this glutathione conjugate undergoes a cleavage by removal of glutamyl residue. The glutamyl residue of the glutathione conjugate is removed by an enzyme gamma glutamyl transpeptidase. And the next step is removal of free glycine from the cystinyl glycine derivative in the presence of the enzyme peptidase or cystinyl glycinase, resulting in the formation of cystinyl conjugate. And finally, this cystinyl conjugate undergoes N-acetylation in the presence of the enzyme N-acetylase and yields S-substituted N-acetylcysteine, which is termed as mercapturic acid. This is a characteristic feature of glutathione conjugation. Formation of mercapturic acid is a characteristic of glutathione conjugation. Now this is the schematic representation of steps involved in the glutathione conjugation. As we have seen, first the drug molecule reacts with GSH in the presence of glutathione S transferase and it forms a glutathione conjugate. And next, from this glutathione conjugate, removal of glutamyl residue is seen in the presence of enzyme glutamyl transpeptidase, gamma glutamyl transpeptidase. Here, the glutamyl residue is removed, resulting in the formation of cystinyl glycine. And next step is removal of glycine by peptidase or cysteine glycinase enzyme from this molecule, and resulting in the formation of this residue. The glycine molecule is removed and the cysteine residue is remaining, and finally this residue, cysteine residue, it undergoes N-acetylation in the presence of enzyme N-acetylase and results in the formation of mercapturic acid, which is nothing but N-acetylated cysteine. Mercapturic acid is nothing but N-acetylated cysteine, and the formation of mercapturic acid is a characteristic feature of glutathione conjugation. Now coming to the general mechanism of glutathione conjugation. The glutathione conjugation generally occurs by two mechanisms: nucleophilic substitution or nucleophilic addition. The nucleophilic substitution occurs whenever an electron deficient carbon or heteroatom such as alkyl halide, alkyl nitrates, example is glyceryl trinitrate, sulfates, sulfonates, organophosphates, epoxide and lactones are seen. In all these functional groups, nucleophilic substitution results in is the basic mechanism which is involved in glutathione conjugation. And in compounds such as which contain electron deficient double bonds, as in the case of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds, example is itacrinic acid. Here the mechanism of glutathione conjugation is nucleophilic addition. Here you can see it occurs by two processes. Either it can be a nucleophilic substitution or it can be a nucleophilic addition. Nucleophilic substitution is mainly seen in compounds such as alkyl halides, alkyl nitrates, sulfates, sulfonates, organophosphates, epoxides, lactones, etc. Whereas nucleophilic addition is seen where, especially in the case of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds, for example itacrinic acid. Substitution reaction is nothing but Rx plus GSH results in the formation of RSG plus H plus X minus, whereas the addition reaction occurs by RCH double bond CH R dash plus GSH results in the formation of RCH SG CH2 R dash, where R is nothing but electron withdrawing group such as alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So this is the mechanism of glutathione conjugation. Now coming to the excretion of glutathione conjugation. It has been observed that the glutathione conjugates undergo a biliary secretion. Usually in the gut, the conjugates undergo breakdown by CS lyase produced by the intestinal microflora, resulting in the transfer of SH group from the glutathione to the drug moiety. And methylation of this SH groups also takes place in the intestine, and the S-methylated drug molecule is reabsorbed and it reaches the liver and it is oxidized to methyl thiol derivative and then excreted. This type of metabolism is mainly observed with certain sulfur containing compounds or compounds that form sulfur containing conjugates such as caffeine, propachlor, 2-acetamido 4-chloromethylthiazole. These are some of the examples in which the glutathione undergo this kind of metabolism. Coming to saturation kinetics. As it is an enzymatic process, the enzymatic formation of glutathione conjugates shows saturation kinetics, and at high doses of drugs such as acetaminophen, it might form high amounts of electrophilic intermediates which might deplete the nucleophilic glutathione. And these intermediates, they covalently bind to hepatic cellular macromolecules, resulting in the cellular necrosis or toxicity. And this toxicity, acetaminophen intoxication, can be prevented by administering N-acetylcysteine which contains the sulfhydryl group, and this can be used as an antidote for acetaminophen intoxication. By this, we complete glutathione conjugation. Thank you.